Okay, so today I am going to show you how to set up a search in Matrix for a buyer client. So you come to your main dashboard, you're going to click the Matrix, and it's going to bring you to your dashboard. So you can obviously do quick searches if you're looking for properties here under the fast find, but if you want to set up a search for a client, you're going to go search and then pick which type of search you're doing. So we'll go with residential, and then you're going to start inputting the criteria. So if you're looking for only active listings, residential, detached homes, maybe you're looking in a certain area, you can come here, you can click in the number or the name, it will bring up a different area. Where do we want to look today? Let's look in Stittsville. So we're going to add however many different locations or areas that we would like through here. You can press OK. Alternatively, you can just add the number in here and you can get it that way as well. If there's a price range, you're going to come here. This is automatically checked off. So if you're looking for a home that's $500,000, you're just going to put 500 and this gives you the additional zeros. If you want to actually include the entire number yourself, you would uncheck this amount, okay? So let's say we're looking at a property between 600,000 and 800,000. We would do it that way. If you are looking for properties under 800,000, you would do 800 minus. That will give you everything under the 800,000 mark. Or if you're looking for properties that are 800,000 or more, 800 plus. So let's stick with 600 to 800,000. You can pick the type of dwelling. If it's a two-story, a bungalow, whatever you want there. Let's go with a two-story for now. If you're looking for a property on a particular street, you can include the street name. And then you have your basics, total number of bedrooms. If it's 3, great. If you want to do a minimum of 3 or more, you're going to do 3 plus. Same thing with bathrooms. If your clients are looking for a home with at least 2 bathrooms, 2 plus. 1 or more garage spaces, you can include parking. If the bedrooms are above grade, so you want a certain amount of bedrooms that are not in the basement, you would include that here. If you're looking for a property that has at least 1 ensuite bathroom, you can include that, and so on and so forth. There's all kinds of information you can include here, certain features and equipment. If they're looking for a home with a particular type of heating system, you know, if you want something that's on a cul-de-sac, you can include that here, okay? So look through these and try and tailor your client's search as close as possible to what their exact wants and needs are. Same thing with air conditioning. If that's a must-have, you can include that. The basement development, is it fully finished, partially finished, unfinished? Is there no basement at all? And then there's some information about condominiums if you're looking for a condominium property. The year built, if you're looking for a particular builder, you can include that as well. Another great feature here is the map search. So if you have a particular address that you want to include and your clients would like to be within 25 kilometers of that, you can add that here and it's going to bring up properties that meet that criteria, okay? You can also do a map search. So if I click the map search, I can come here. I can put in a particular address. Let's say we're looking for something around the military base. I'm going to delete this shape for now. So whatever I put in here, it's going to give me a pinpoint of where that location is. And maybe my clients are wanting to only be within, I don't know, 10 kilometers of that pinpoint. So I'm going to draw my radius. You can also draw a polygon shape, a rectangle. There's all kinds of things you can do on here. And then at any point, once you're finished, you can come back to the criteria and your map search would be populated here. Okay, if you choose not to do the map search, you can just base it off of the different districts and neighborhood numbers. Coming down to the bottom, if there's anything that's not in this kind of main search, you can actually add fields. So I have some other fields that I commonly use for properties that I've added to my search page. So all you need to do is come here to additional fields, click add remove, and there are all kinds of different things that you can scroll through to find. You know, if your clients are looking for, let's find something that's kind of generic. If your clients are looking for a home that has a certain amount of rooms, you could add that over here. If you decide you clicked the wrong thing, you can remove it. There's all kinds of different options here. So if there's something specific your clients are looking for and you don't see it in the initial search, come here and you may be able to find it so you can include it for them. Once you're finished, you can click the results button down here at the bottom. You can also click it up here. So now I get my results in an agent single line form. If I want to look at these properties, I can click the MLS number, and here's where I get all of my information and all of the photos for the property. If I want to go back to that single line view, I just come here to the drop down window and click agent single line. If I'm here and I want to look at a client summary, so maybe I want to send a client a summary of these properties, I can come in here, I can check off the ones that I want to send, and I can actually email it right from here. Okay. Coming back, I want to go back to my agent single line, and maybe I want to send the client only this one property. So I'm going to click my client detail, because there is some information that you would send your client that you would not want them to have from the agent detail sheet. Things like the commission amount. That's going to be eliminated from the client detail. I can come here and click on this, and I can email that directly to my client if it's just one property. Okay. If we're actually setting them up on a search, let's see here, agent single line. If we're actually setting them up on a search, I'm going to have my results, and I know that that's what fits into my search criteria right now, and I'm going to go in and save it. So how do I want to do this? I want to actually save this search as a new saved search. I'm going to come here and I'm going to name it Homes for John, whatever it is that you want to name it. And then I've already created my contact in here, so I'm going to choose my contact from the list, and I can enable it as a favorite on my home search tab. That means it's going to come up in my main dashboard when I log on to the Matrix system. I'm going to save this just so I can show you the rest. So now I've saved this as a search, okay? I also want to create a new auto email because I want these properties to go out to my client as they come to the market. So I want it to be automated. I don't want to do any extra work where I have to go in and look and email them properties one at a time. So I'm coming back here again. I'm finding my client and putting their contact information there. I'm giving the subject line a name. Now this is an automated generated email from the system. It talks about the portal. That is the system that we're using that your client will have access to. So it just gives you a basic description of what your clients can find and what they should expect. You can change this if you want. If you want to write your own message, you can. The recurring email is going to be what message your client gets every time a new listing gets sent to them. So whenever there is something new in their search, they're going to get an automated email from the system, and this recurring email is what's going to be in the body of the email. So again, you can use the system generated email, or you can change it to whatever you want. We can't do this right now because this is an auto. If you want emails to go out to them as soon as the listings come to market, you're going to click ASAP. If you want them to go out daily, you can choose the days, monthly, etc. So I typically pick ASAP, especially if it is a client who's looking to do something right away. I'm going to click Save, and I should have an email from the system, if not right now, very shortly. Okay, so I don't have it right now, but an email would come through from the system with a link to my portal. That would be from your going to your client, and they'll be able to click on that link. Let's see if it came up here. Not yet. Okay, so that is how to save a search and generate an auto email for a client in the Matrix 6 system. If you did click on Save to My Favorites, it's going to come up here. Okay. You'll also see if your clients have viewed the properties, if they are doing anything with those said properties. Are they favoriting them? Do they have notes on them? You can come in here and look at what those notes are. So I know that they've favorited this listing and they've made a note on it. Maybe they've asked me a question. So this is a great way to keep in contact with your clients and not having to really think about it too much. Whenever you log into your system, you might see, oh, they sent me a message about something. Maybe it wasn't a direct question for you, but maybe you just want to make a comment on that property just to keep engaged with them. So that is how you add a search for a client into the Matrix system. I hope this was helpful and have a great day.